First, YouTube, you finally got to it. Jesus, YouTube. Get it together, YouTube. Get it together. So tonight we're going to start off with a bad note. Before we even start the show, really, if you're not a fan of rap, you may not know who this is, but if you are a fan of rap and you're a fan of rap of a certain age group, like the 90s, like I am, rapper Prodigy from Mobb Deep died at 42. I think it was sickle cell anemia that he had, so it's like, Jesus Christ. And, if you don't know who Mobb Deep is, all you got to do is type in the song, Shook Ones. Get the shorter version. There's a 7-minute version. It's amazing, but the shorter one is just for you people who don't know anything about rap. I think you should check it out. It is a great rap song. It's oh my God, it's a great one. The Shook Ones. I think everybody ever has probably borrowed, taken from some stuff from that. Yeah, I gotta think. Oh my God, yeah. I think everybody's stolen something from there. It's kind of like crazy. But yeah, it is a shame. It is a total shame and upsetting. I hope his family the best, but I definitely don't want anyone to suffer from the family, missing a loved one, and I know how that feels. But I hope his family the best, and I hope it doesn't hurt too much, and may they get, the peace that they so deserve. All right, on to the show. So if you've been watching earlier today, I did an afternoon, well, I guess a noon show, calling it Random Transparency. I might start doing it more often because I'm talking about stuff that's online that I might just do at my 12 o'clock show, where I do my walk and I just talk and I get angry and get crazy. So, that's about. But let's start out with a traditional Kickstarter. Good stuff going on. Okay, top secret, New World Order. We got a countdown. We got a website. I got a link to. You should be signing for this event. I know I have. 71 people are going. Those are good people like myself. You should be signing up for it. It's going to be awesome. I'm just saying that because I know it's going to be awesome, because I know it's going to be awesome. That's all I care about. Next up, Zombicide, $3.2 million. Next. See, I don't even waste time with them. It's like, dude, we know they're getting tons of money. Next up, Pathfinder. $17,000 away. That's on the Kingmaker. $17,000 away from reaching their goal. And they still got a good, 2/3 of it left. So this could go crazy or this could go sideways. You never know. And the new one today, a new contender, the original game, I guess their Kickstarter did well with $1.3 million, 7th Sea. They're now putting out their board game called War of the Cross. They're looking to raise $150,000. It's just started, I guess, today. They've already reached 36,000. Well, 36,000, almost 500. But the cool thing that I found was really cool, kind of crazy, but really cool. You can only pledge at 2 levels. You can only pledge at 2 levels. You can pledge at the $100 level, or you can pledge at the $150. But the $150 is for retailers only. So you can really only pledge at 1 level. So I'm like, what? So these guys are serious. They got like, boom, you want this game or you don't want this game. And that just says it right there. So let's find out. Let's see what's going on. They got 7 retail backers. They got 7 retail backers at $150 a pop. We were talking about that kind of stuff earlier. So this is one of those things that's like, I don't know who those 7 guys are, but those guys are committed. But once again, it looks like a good game. It's got a good following. It could be awesome. I think it's going to be awesome. That's just me. What do I know? I'm halfway crazy. That's why I do this show. All right, next up, our patrons you got to support, because you know why you support them? Because they are doing good stuff, and a lot of it's for free. And like certain people like Owen Casey Stevens, who already works like 6 jobs. If I didn't know better, I'd say that Owen is Jamaican, because I know lots of Jamaicans who have lots of jobs. And if people are like, what does that mean? Yes, a stereotype among Jamaicans is Jamaicans have at least 3 to 4 jobs. Yes, if they have only 2 jobs, they're called lazy bums. It is quite disturbing when you think about that. So I only have like 2 jobs, maybe 3. I'm kind of still like, like a little bit Jamaican, kind of lazy bum kind of thing, but I'm good with that. First off, of course, Ask a Pathfinder. And next up, Clinton Boomer, Liz Courts, Owen Casey Stevens, and of course, running it out, Raging Swan. Go check them out. Show them some support. They need your help. They love you. Why not? They're good people. Boom. Why would you not do that? Come on, man. Toss them a bone. They're going to do some good stuff. All right, next up, self-promotion time. That's right. New Exodus Legacies. You need to go check it out. You need to sign up. Follow the link. Sign up. Don't ask any questions. Don't do anything stupid. Don't think about it. Just do it. Don't make me have to come visit you with a baseball bat. I can't reach mine. It's out in the car, I think. But don't make me come find you. You know what you got to do. Stonemeyer blog had another blog from yesterday that was a continuation. You should be watching this first day initiatives they did. I'm going to steal 2 of them. I'm going to test them out later on today. I'm going to talk about what this And I'm just it's gonna be kind of flowing too, but we're not gonna talk about it yet. But boom, check it out. It's awesome. Boom. Oh, that's my page. Black Diamond Games, of course, and of course Gary Vaynerchuk. These are things you got to check out. So we got to all this to get to this. So today I was doing something that I love to do. I was on Pinterest. Okay. For a lot of people don't know, well, I guess a lot of you do know if you watch the show enough. I am a total Pinterest whore in every sense of the word. I mean, I am a Pinterest whore, and I love everything about Pinterest. I think Pinterest is amazing. I think it is great. I think more people need to do more stuff on Pinterest and understand what's going on. I've had a lot of people say, isn't Pinterest only for girls? I'm like, you're an idiot, and you should be slapped twice. Not once, twice. First of all, Pinterest is what it is the greatest thing about it is that it is an art archive. That's exactly as I see it. It is an art archive. I get to save stuff that I like visually that I'm going to use somewhere else. And you always do. And I got tons of art from all kinds of stuff. Not just like the traditional stuff you think. You're like, oh, yeah. But, okay, let me look at mine. I'm looking at my Pinterest because we're talking about Pinterest, and I guess it's important. Ooh, something new. Do I have this one? I don't think I have this one, and I know this is by. Wait, is this by who I think it is? Mental note. Somebody I know who's an artist. I'm going to save this one. I think it's some stuff I like. So I started out with Pinterest kind of on this because I used to collect art. Well, I still collect art, but I collect art with the focus of just getting references for stuff I want to draw and stuff I want to be creative. So I heard a thing called Pinterest, and I was like, oh, you can save pictures in here. This sounds great. So I have mine at mine. Mine, of course, is www.pinterest.com/LMPJR007. That's my email. So I go and I get on there and I'm like, I save stuff because I'm like, I'm going to use this later on something. Let me just put it all in one location and let me save it. And I have like 19 boards. Plus I have a couple of hidden ones that I can't tell you all about. Not hidden ones. It's just hidden. You can't watch it. That's for big kids. You can't have some of that. So I started saving kind of character designs initially. Well, actually, initially just stuff from my blog. I was just like, oh, let me put stuff from my blog on here that I'm going to use. And then I started just finding cool things. And I said, oh, I should start saving more things that I think are interesting on this. So the board I use the most is my character design board. My character design board probably has about almost 1,700 character designs for fantasy. This is all for fantasy. I can say this is my fantasy board. So if you've ever wondered why my characters and art look a certain way, well, I go through this board constantly. I put things in, I take stuff out, but I really look at the board for ideas and concept. And with that much artwork, you can swim through it pretty quickly. And I mean, it's like, oh, this is a cool idea. Let's combine this and this. So I kind of keep, oh, see, there's two of them. I didn't know they had two pictures of the same thing. And that happens 2 times too, that you duplicate stuff. So if I find a duplicate, I delete the duplicate. There's just, that's weird. That 2 of them right next to each other again. Oh no, they're similar, but oh my God, that's really cool. I just saw 3 pictures that I thought were the same, but they're actually different shots. Mental note. So creatively speaking, you go through this, you check through art, you get ideas, you get inspired. And the reason I'm telling you this is because a couple weeks back, I had a discussion with another friend of mine who's also a graphic designer, also does game work. And we were talking about just, the design of books and how they should look and stuff like that. And he was telling me he was dealing with an individual who kept telling him that how he wanted to do stuff and how he wanted to design it and how it should look. And that was really kind of a bad idea because once again, all these people who don't know anything about art, all of a sudden want to become art directors. And it always just drives me crazy. I mean, fundamentally drives me crazy because it's like, dude, you're not an art director. People are like, well, no, I know what good art looks like. And you go, no, you don't. And they go, yeah, I know what good art looks like. And it's like, really, you kind of don't. And I don't mean to insult anybody when I say this, but you don't. You don't. You know what art you like. You don't know why this art is good, but you know what art you like. And with graphic designers, my job is to present you something that isn't just because you like it, but it conveys a message effectively. And a lot of people don't understand that. And that goes with the art too. A lot of people just don't get it. I mean, they don't. I mean, they don't get it. They'll get something and they'll be like, oh, this is a great piece of art. And I'll be looking at it like, this is garbage. Did you pay money for this? Did you pay someone for this? What are you talking about? This is a great piece. See, people get their egos involved in this. My ego is totally out of this. My vision is always the same. Does it look awesome? Does it present the image and thing I'm trying to push? If it doesn't do that, it's garbage. And there's some people who have artwork that just isn't for me. I can tell the artistic skill is there. I can tell the style is not my favorite style, but you can also tell that this fits with the piece and it's trying to represent and what it does. I can get behind that. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem when guys think they get really bad art and they think it's good art and they think they're going to cover it up somehow with their awesomely bad layout also, because that's another piece. Oh my God. I need to make my layout and this. Okay. For all you people out there who don't understand layout, I've talked about it many times. I got my book behind me. I don't even feel like reaching for it. That's how tired I am reaching this book. I got another one, my graphic design cookbook, that's over there. That little stripe one, the little funny little stripe one. I've used that one for years, but I haven't really looked at it in years. But I know it. I mean, I know that stuff. This is kind of like basic level stuff. Where's the other one? It's probably over there. But I'm not getting it anymore. I'm not getting it because you guys don't want to listen. You guys don't want to listen. You don't think about stuff. You don't do that stuff. So this is what I'm going to tell you to do. I'm going to put a weirder spin on stuff. So I can grab to show you. I don't want to grab that. Actually, I'm going to grab this. Hold on. So this is a book I found a couple years back. Yes, we are definitely art Nazis, man. That's how it should be. Friggin' Jason, you know that. This is a Soul Calibur book from Future Press. This is a book that was done for the video game. And when it originally came out, it doesn't even have a price on it. So when it originally came out, I'm guessing this was $50. But this is how these books always do. So now you're wondering, like, why would you buy a book that doesn't have a price? It's about video games, but it's also about graphic design. And cool things you can do, graphic design-wise, and art-wise, to make things awesome. So I buy these books for one reason only. These books are built by, well, this one, let's see who actually did this book. So it might be a friend of mine. That's how crazy it is. So yeah, a long time ago, when I first got into actual publishing, I worked for a book company called Macmillan Publishing. They also do, the guys who do Adobe Press. They do lots of books. The Complete Idiots Guides, that's theirs too. So what they taught me how to do is how to do layout effectively for books that you're going to be doing in long production runs. They're going to take not that long to do. See, look at this. Notice, wrong finger. Behind the type, you see it says how to play, but you see another one in cursive, how to play. That's a cute little trick. You should be doing that. If you're not doing that, it's a cute little trick to do. It takes up space and makes it look cool and artistic, makes it look like you're doing. Also, it's like, the number one. Everything looks clean. It's just one image. The image is the most powerful thing. It's not 12 images trying to battle for stuff. This kind of stuff, well, it is what it is because you're showing moves. You got to show the moves and so what's going on, but it conveys information. Everything is also blocked. You notice it's like it's squares. It's like little squares everywhere. This is stuff that plays into the design, and this is important. And this isn't, a lot of people don't pay attention, which I never quite understood. If you understand layout really well, you can make things that are horribly written and done look beautiful. And I know some of you are like, oh God, this is boring me to death. The problem why it's boring you to death because you have crappy looking books and you don't understand this. And you think you can just fake it. And then you see other people's books and you see them next to yours and go, why does your book look so much better than mine? And this is why, because you don't understand the process. You're not thinking about the process and you don't care about the process. You want to care about being, my ego is all over the book. My name's in the book. I mean, how many times have you seen this? How many times have you seen a horribly done book with like the logos like this big, but the guy's name is like this big? It's like, oh, look at me. My name's on a book. Don't worry about if your name's on a book. Don't worry about it. That's stupid. Don't worry about your name being on the book is not important. It's not important. No, it's important. Making an awesome book. Someone picks up and goes, oh my God, I love this. Oh God, this is so cool. And they're so cool because of the way it looks and what you've got inside. So many guys put together just garbage books and they're garbage looking. And I just think you're wasting your time by doing that. I'm not just talking about like strangers. I'm talking about friends of mine too. I'll look at stuff and be like, why'd you do that? That looks horrible. Why'd you do that? Oh my God, why'd you do that? Doesn't even look good at all. It's pay the money for a good designer. You'll save yourself some time. You'll understand stuff better. You'll make stuff that looks better. Too many of you are just out there just tossing your art to the wind. And even worse, oh my God. I'm not gonna talk about this person, but I'm not gonna mention who they are. But it kind of pissed me off. But it's one of those things it's one of those moments where I was like, this could have been done so much better. So a well-known company came up with a product a little while ago. They did some cover artwork for some of the artists that I know. The art they did for the cover was hideous. And I mean that in the sense of, I can tell that no one really art directed that. Because if that's what you wanted, that even scares me even more so. I assume the artist decided to do whatever he wanted. You said it looked cool, and he kept going with it. Because some of the basic things, even like the color choices, were not good color choices. Now, this isn't me telling you that, oh, I know better than you. No, it's like, this is a bad color choice. This is a bad color. You put it on. If you're never not sure how good a color palette is, put a book next to other books you're trying to sell against. If you got Paizo books, put your books next to Paizo books. If you look at your books and they're not equal to the Paizo books, you've done something wrong. Now, some people are saying, well, that's great artwork. That's you got that Wayne Reynolds. Yeah. Wayne Reynolds, whatever. I don't care. Your cover should be awesome, even with the artist you're paying. And sometimes you got to pay more for the artist. I know I'm saying it's sacrilege. I know I'm cheap. I know this, but still, sometimes you got to dig deep and say, okay, I'm going to bite this bullet, pay a little bit more, get the great cover that I'll use a million times. You know, it's like, look, Troy, I don't do this because people love me. I got a son who loves me. I'm good with that. I'm trying to tell people how to make better looking books. And people don't have to listen to me. People think I'm crazy and I don't know what I'm talking about, and they can continue on. But let me tell you something. When you look on the screen and you see this face, I've been doing this in the trenches as a PDF publisher since 2000. I want people to think about that for a second. 2000, before Monty Cook, before Green Ronin, before Watsy, before mostly every name that you can imagine. There's only two other people that I know that did at least the same time, if not maybe earlier than me. And I think it may not be earlier. I think I might be tied with one of them. There's only two. There's only two people I can think of. And one of them I really don't like. And the other guy, we finally buried the hatchet after a decade. So let me tell you, I'm not telling you this because I like you. We're not girlfriend. We're not dating. This is not a love affair. I am doing this for you to up your game. Because if I really get, to that point where I'm like, no, forget these guys. I'm going to stop all this transparency agenda, and I'm just going to go after heads. I'm just going to go just chopping people in the neck. Just going for necks. That's all I'm going to do. I could do that tomorrow if I wanted to. But I'd like to have some competition. Really, I mean, come on, man. Look, let me just break it down to you all. Let me just tell you who I think in my field is legitimate competition for me. Legitimate. Wolfgang Barr, and I'm talking Pathfinders, Wolfgang Barr, Cobalt Press, Legendary. Yeah, and that's about it. There you go. That's my only two competition. That's it. Everybody else, don't think you're competition. Sorry. Friends, family, love you, want to do stuff with you, but you're not my competition. Those two guys are my competition. That's it. 1 and 2. And sometimes reverse. But that's my competition. That's who I'm always trying to go after. Those are the guys who are doing awesome stuff. Those are the guys you'd be looking at and be going, okay, Wolfgang Barr. Yeah, I don't care if Wolfgang Barr has worked for Watsy. I don't care if Wolfgang Barr, his name's on 3.5. And Wolfgang's a friend. Too. Why not? Why not? Why not want to be one of the best? Why be average? Average is nothing. No one cares about a C. No one cares about a C. Why not be the A plus guy? Why not be the top-notch guy? Why don't you be in the top 5%? Hell, be in the top 1%. Keep going. Don't be just proud like, oh, I'm in the top 20%. So what? Move up. If you're in the top 20, go up. There's got to be better competition. Find guys that you can compete with. Find guys that give you a reason to get up and go, I'm gonna go after them. They got some awesome stuff. I want to do some awesome stuff. And you don't have to copy what they do. Do your own thing. Focus on what you do and make it the best possible, but make it better than what they're doing. I mean, look, man, this ain't one of those lovely let's hug and kiss and sing Kumbaya moments. This is a let me get off my butt and do something awesome moment. Because a lot of you guys are faking it. Now, I'm not going to tell you who I know who's faking it. Hell, sometimes I'm faking it. But I tell you, if you come at me, come at my neck, we're going to go, which is good. Because competition breeds awesome times. And I don't mean this out of hate. I don't mean this out of just, dislike. No, man, they're my competition. And I want us to compete with each other. I want us to push each other. I want us to do cool stuff. So at the end, we can say, whoo, we did some awesome stuff. And if it wasn't because so-and-so, I wouldn't have done this awesome thing. It's good for you. And everybody here is not going to be friends. I don't want to break this to you also. Not everybody in the industry is going to love you. Some people are going to hate you. Some people are going to dislike you because you're not like so-and-so. Some people are going to like you because you're not like so-and-so. All you got to do is focus on what you do best and basically nose the grindstone, boom, and hit it. And art is one of those ways to separate yourselves right from the core. Find a good artist. Spend some time. Go on Pinterest. Go on Pinterest. This is the coolest thing about Pinterest. You can go on Pinterest. Let's take a picture. I'll just take this random one. I don't know if I like that one. And I already know that person who's that artist. Let me see. I'll pick something new that I just picked. So I was looking at the artist. I was like, ooh, it's kind of cool. Oh, I know who that is. I can't pick him. All right, here's one I just had. I don't even know who this artist is. It got saved by somebody. It's saved in here. It's only saved in one place. Well, I can go looking for it. I can click on it and see where it came from. Somebody at Media Cache. Well, this is their art. I wonder if they've got a portfolio. So let me check and see if they got a portfolio. Oh, nope. It's a broken link. Can't find that one. Good piece. I'd love to hire them. I can't do it because I can't find the person. Next. Boom. Next piece of art. Let me see what else I got. Ooh, here's a nice one. Boom. Okay, maybe this one's a little more naked, but it's still an awesome piece. Okay, maybe I'll show it to you all. Copy, image, address. That's right. So you all can see. I hope you can see this. If it doesn't come out, don't blame me. I think it should come out. You might be able to see it. This is a great piece of art. Yeah. She's half naked. I know. That's not what I'm talking about. But the actual piece of art is actually kind of cool. And it's like, ooh, what's that? And once again, another way to draw your attention. Yes, it's sexist. I understand that. I don't care about that. I'm trying to get you to look at my book. And I'll try to pull every trick in the book. If this works, I'll use it. Sorry. Some people are like, that's so sexist. Yes, it is. And sometimes you put girls that are half naked on books, and sometimes you don't. But if you're going to, well, it's also like with me, all my guys in the Exodus don't have shirts, which I didn't realize until I started doing the book. Like most of our male characters are not wearing shirts. I don't know what that's about. Maybe I've just done something I've not done. Whatever. What I'm saying is you can find the original piece that was done. You can go back, track the artist, see who actually put it up there, see where the picture's from. Then you go and look and see what awesome things they got. Like this one is from ArtStation. The picture I just put up is from ArtStation. I'm willing to bet you, boom, this artist is right here. Freelance illustrator. I can't pronounce his name, but I'm going to put his link up. So he's, damn it, people. Missed the thing. Here's a link of some of his other artwork he just put up. Now, this is the guy I just found through Pinterest. 10 seconds of me looking. This is what I found. Found this person's website. Bam. Let me check this person out. Jeez. Okay. Not that many pieces, but all the pieces look excellent to me. And they're freelance. So that means they do it for a living. So they need money. Okay. Two things I like to get. Let's see where they're from. Seoul, Korea. What's the money exchange in Seoul, Korea? I think we do pretty okay dollar-wise. So it's like, okay, another thing to think about. I can maybe get it to a relatively good price. Let's look at some other pieces that's done. Okay, ooh, these are some nice pieces. I don't know if he or she does great character design. All right, cool. All kinds of stuff. Males, females. And this, ooh, I like the one with the two wolves. That's kind of cool. There's all kinds of stuff you see here. So you should be thinking, okay, I've seen this person's work. It's interesting. I like it. I should get in touch with them. They got to like, they got to follow, which is also important. You can share it, which is even better. Or you can do something even crazier. Okay, boom, I got the name. Let's see if they got a Facebook page. Because you never know. You can follow people, but you can never know if they have an actual Facebook page. That's like the other cool part. Oh, I can't put in this one. Boom. Yeah, he's got a page. Oh, that's the actor. Sorry, that's not the guy. Well, he's got a homepage. Boom. Let's see his homepage. Same stuff on the homepage. Same is the same stuff. Okay, so it's picked up. Boom. And then the more you go into this, you could find this guy. Legitimately, if you want to, well, you could hear it. If you go to his homepage, he's got a Facebook page. Boom. Here's his Facebook page. See how easy that was? Do you see how easy that was? That took seconds to do. He's a concept artist. He works freelance. Boom. So he looks like he's doing work. It's a young. Wow, he's really young. Let me phrase that. He really appears to be young. I don't know if he also speaks English, because everything he has written, it looks like it's written in Korean. But you know what? I bet you he's a freelance. He'll figure out how to speak some English. Or you'll have a translator like everybody else, like Google Translate, and figure it out. You know, look, we don't have to be. Like I said, I don't speak Korean. See, I don't know if I'm going to hire him. I already got 3 guys I'm working on right now. Calm down, Troy. This is what happens. So you get so excited, you see a piece of guy, but then you got to have something to pay him with. Number one, got to have some art ready for him. Number two, and it's got to be awesome. Yes, I know, Google Translate. Before, we didn't have Google Translate. You know what we did before? We found some guy in our local neighborhood about 5 miles away that did art, and you put him in your book. You made a book. And that's how you did it in 1995. But now in 2017, you should be getting guys art that looks amazing. And don't tell me that you can't find any good artists. And don't tell me you can't find any good stuff. And don't tell me you don't know where good art is. You're not looking. You're lazy. You're not looking. You deserve the art you get. That's why your art looks like garbage. And if you really want to be good, here. I didn't realize it was 25 minutes already. I'm already getting all hyped up. I'm a little hyped up on this one, of course. So look, this is what I'm going to tell you to do. Here's the easy way. Yourself an art director and an artist. And you can do it in such a smooth way. And if you have a company, a legitimate incorporated company, you can do this. Just follow this script that I'm going to tell you. First things first. If you live in a major city, look for any art institute you might have in your city. There's always going to be one. Roughly every quarter, they graduate people out of the art institute, and they have a big portfolio thing where they show up people's portfolio. You can go in and see it. It's a middle of the day kind of thing. You might have to take a day off of work to do it, but you can check it out and you can send stuff. When you go to these events, You can also talk to the teachers that are there and say, look, I have a small company. I'm looking to hire on people. Do you have guys that maybe do small projects during school year? Maybe I could work with them. Maybe you could do a project for me, that kind of thing, so they can experience it, put in their portfolio. That's right. Real live work, real live legitimate work for these people. You might get a piece that's free, if not low as free. And you get to see a lot of different art stuff. You'll see people try different stuff. Telling people, hey, I need layout for this thing. There are classes for it. They're taking classes for it. They're paying for this kind of stuff. They need this really live experience where they can deal with the guy going, yes, I like this. No, I hate this. Change this. They will get that experience. And you go to the teachers first. You ask them. Most of those guys will be like, sure, we want projects for our kids. We want people to get involved. We want them to have freelance jobs when they're out. And you know what? You don't pay them a ton of money, but you have something for them. You have a legitimate job for them. It's something they can work on, something they can put in the portfolio, something they can be proud of. That's the huge thing. It's, at Ben McFarland, there you go. See? That's what you do. That's how you do it. And if you don't have an art institute, because I know a lot of you are like, well, I don't have an art institute in my local. Find your local community college. There are tons of them in every major city, and even in small cities. You can find a local community college or a small college or some kind of college. Better if you can find an art school, but if you can't find someone that has an art program, do the exact same thing. You can do this. You tell them this is the money we're going to pay you. You do this work, we'll pay you. It's real simple. And you pay them. You give them money in cash. Sometimes college kids may need food, whatever. If they're there over the summer and you say, hey, if you're going to be here in the summer, I'm going to need some work. You set it up that you give them work. They may have a full-time gig, but then you say, hey, you want to do the art thing? I'll start paying you for this much of a week if you do that kind of stuff. Well, yes, everybody in art school works for free. It's called school. Well, not everybody. The smart guys don't. But you got to get a portfolio together. You got to get that exposure. I'm not telling you to work for free, but you might have to work for free because I might find somebody's artwork who's better than yours who's willing to work for free. And this is real simple. If I got to pay you $50 for artwork that's not as good as my free stuff, I'm gonna stop paying you $50 because I can put that money in my pocket and do something else with it. But those things happen. Those things you got to pay attention to. These things happen. These things are important. Once again, get graphic designers, give them projects, have them help say, hey, look, I need a book developed. I don't know that much about, but here's some things I want to do. Can you show me some stuff? We can get together. I'll pay you X amount of dollars, whatever it is. And don't pay them exposure. Don't pay people with exposure. Because my joke with that was always the same. Oh, you pay people exposure? Well, people die of exposure. So put some money in. It may not be a lot, but put the money you got. Whatever you got, you give it. Be fair about it. Let them be fair. Don't try to screw them over. Tell them what the deal is. Tell them how you're going to pay them and pay them. Because here's a little fact. A lot of people talk a good game about paying. They don't pay. They don't pay. Oh, my God, they don't pay. It's so ridiculous. It's ridiculous how people don't pay. But I digress. And look, the best thing, worst thing that could happen to you. I'll tell you about one of my favorite artists. And I've mentioned him many times on the show. I'm even going to promote him again. He's a friend. And I like this guy. But I literally can't afford him anymore. Which hurts me to say that. Because he's a good artist. But he's gotten so good. He's gotten picked up by the majors. Which is great. Because you know what? He's done a lot of pieces of work that's shown up on my stuff. He can show. And everybody knows me. Knows, hey, if you do some work with me and you're good, I'll get you promoted. This guy's name is Lance Red. Where's this thing going to? That's better. Lance Red. Lance has done a lot of work for me. If you go to Lance's page, a lot of the characters are on. Well, a couple of, like, there's my headshot. There's one for me. There's stuff he's done for Paizo. Some more stuff he's done for me. Some more stuff he's done for Legendary Games. He has gone from being like, I've done it for a couple of years now. I remember when he did small projects. He was working for me, and I could afford him. I could legitimately afford him. I could afford him. Now it's a little more expensive. Now, that being said, that's great for Lance. Lance is making more money. Lance deserves more money. I can't afford Lance's. But Lance does me favors once in a while. He does great artwork for me. Gives me a reasonable price. I'm like, thanks, man. Good looking out. I'm doing a project with him now. And it's funny. Lance told me, he's like, look, this is what I'm going to need. Can you swing this? I'm like, yeah, I can swing it. That's not a problem. Well, in my head, I'm like, geez, a little expensive, but I know Lance. This is going to give me great work. Lance is probably one of the most professional artists I've ever dealt with. This guy, when he was just first starting out, was giving me like super duper contract. Well, he was engaged on every level, and he understood art as well as anybody I've seen. And I tell people, I push him constantly because Lance is a good artist and he's a good guy. He deserves work. If you ever wonder why I talk about certain people on this whole podcast, video cast, and I don't talk about other people, because I usually have dealt with them and I know them personally, so I have no problem promoting people. Look at this. You're not paying people, Ben? That's how you get mugged, Ben. That's how you get mugged in the street. Don't pay people, Ben. They mug you in the streets. That's how they do. Got to pay your artists. Got to pay your artists. Got to pay your artists. Even if it hurts you, pay your artists because they're going to remember. There's going to be and this is true to form. I don't know why this is, but it is true. There'll come a time where you'll be flush with cash, and you have a lot of different options. And that artist who helps you out with no money is going to be like, "Hey, man, can you give me a gig? I just need some money." And you go, "You know what? I would love to give you a gig. Let me find something you can do." Boom. And you're going to hook them up at a moment they need something. And you're going to be able to do that. And then they're going to do you a favor in the future because that's how this industry works. Everybody does favors for everybody else, and everybody does favors for everybody else. And we see each other over and over. And, I tell people, my reputation is very simple. You don't have to like me. We're not dating. My wife has passed away. I don't need that kind of love affair. I am secure myself. That's just the way it is. But that being said, I'm going to take care of you. You work with me, I'm going to take care of you. If I forget, please feel free to call and say, "Hey, Louis, you haven't paid me." "I'm sorry, Blue, let me get your money." Because I don't want anyone to be in debt with me because that just freaks me out personally. I want you to get your money. And then when people say, "Oh, I've heard about Louis Porter. How's it really working with him?" "Oh, man, he's great. He pays all the time. He gives me a lot of freedom, and I can do awesome stuff." That's what I want people to say when I do this. That's the level of stuff. And you should be thinking the same thing. All right, now I'm getting out of here. It's late. 30 minutes screaming, yelling on this thing, get me all upset and fired up, like I'm drinking liquor or something. And I haven't had a drink yet. Now I'm gonna go get some. See, Will Cruz just stopped by. Will Cruz is one of the guys I was telling you that I worked with at Publishing. Will is a great layout guy. He does probably every video game book you've seen in the future. Will has he touched it or been involved with it. Just give a little shout out to people I know. Oh God, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Let me this real quick. Okay. All right. Everything's done. That's good. Tomorrow we'll talk about comics in some way or another. We might be doing another random transparency tomorrow at noon, talking about stuff spin off from this. So you're gonna hear me scream out. Sad. Ben. Okay, look. Ben is gonna wind up working with me doing stuff for New X Legacies. He doesn't know it yet. And I haven't convinced him yet, but he's going to do it. Why is he going to do it? I'm going to put him in a headlock to do it. That's how I'm going to do it. That's how I get people motivated. Headlock. Okay, moving on. Over here on our YouTube. Yeah, I guess it's over here. YouTube. Sign up on YouTube or right here in front of me, in front of my big camera right here. Facebook. You can sign up. Do yourself a favor. Go over to New Access Legacies, like I've said a million times over. And you should sign up because we're doing awesome stuff. Like yesterday, I sent out probably, like 70 emails to retailers trying to get them on board about this project because I want them to pay attention. And I'm going to keep emailing them once a week. No, maybe not once a week. Well, yeah, it's going to be once a week. I'm not lying. I want these guys to know that we're doing stuff, and I want them once we're doing awesome stuff. I want them to sign up. That's important. Whew. Also, do yourself a favor. Look at your mother and your father. Tell them you love them. Tell them that they're fantastic. Even when they're not, they're your parents. They did the best they could. It may not have been that great, but you don't have to. You can be the bigger man or the bigger woman, and you can tell them good things even though they weren't. You can tell them something nice about them. There's something nice about everybody. You can find something nice. You don't have to make it up, but find something nice. There's always something they did nice, at least one thing. Find it. If they've done nothing nice, then just say, "Hey, I just thinking of you and I called." Nothing wrong with that too. Your children, give them hugs, give them kisses, and give them encouragement because they don't always get that in school. They don't always get that with their other friends. So you should always tell them they can always do their best. They can always be better than their best. And you love them no matter what. You're always on their side. They always appreciate that. That's all I'm saying. All right. I'm getting out of here because I'm going to have some dessert. And I'm going to chill for a little bit. I'm going to watch a little TV. Psych! I'm going to be doing some work. What do you think? I'll be talking about all this stuff and go watch TV and goof off? No. That's not how you become successful. Pay attention. You guys aren't like sleeping or something. All right, I'm getting out of here. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Comic related stuff, maybe about starting your own comic business or maybe doing web comics. All right, I will talk to you all later. Have a good night.